telling you a little bit tonight about the activities that have gone on in the FFA this year, some of the things that have happened in your school that you represent. So, agricultural education. FFA is not extracurricular because it's not just outside of school. A lot of it is, but it's called intracurricular because some of it happens inside of school in the classroom. So agricultural education is based upon the three-component model: classroom and laboratory instruction, leadership development, and experiential learning. And you guys have heard me talk about this twice already. You've heard enough. But and just an interesting thing we've done this year is looking into our chapter's history. It's something we're very proud of, very happy and proud to have compiled the history this year. So a very unique opportunity. And we're going to skip the first few slides because we'll talk about this at the end. On to you, Allie.
So this entire year we've been raising another people, which is something new that received 7 meals and are to raise that So at the beginning of the school year, it's a heavy year, so 27 people kids
Alright, so above the chapter level, our chapter level activities and our chapter officers, we have the Bradford County FFA, which is made up of the 5 chapters in the county. So we have our own events and our own officer team. And this year I had the pleasure of serving as our county's student advisor. After we educate the kindergartners, we accompany them on a couple of trips in the fall. So we go to Landon's Apple Orchard and Good Views Dairy Farm. And they have just the most fun there. It's just a great time. We do a lot of fundraising throughout the year to support our activities, and it's also just a great experience as well. So we do a fruit sale in the fall, and we do a couple of chicken barbecues throughout the year. In the spring we do strawberries and butter braids, and there's some more pictures of us with strawberries and whatnot. And we also advertise this on Good 100, and that's another great experience. Most of you have heard about this, but this year we had a team win the state level environmental and natural resources competition. So 4 of us got to go to the national FFA convention to compete at the national level. And there was about 73,000 members in attendance, so certainly a sight to see, all that boom. And our team got 15th, and I got on stage for getting 3rd place individually. Something we love doing every year is packing shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child. This year we had 14 shoe boxes, which is pretty good for the size of our chapter. And we delivered them to the Fellowship Bible Church. one of those county events. It's the Bradford County Leadership Conference. So each of the county officers, like myself, put on a station for the younger members, like freshmen and sophomores. Some of the things we talked about was supervised agricultural experiences, public speaking, official dress and etiquette, and just some general FFA knowledge and trivia. So after all that hard work, we finally make it to the farm show in January, where we get to present our landscape and our window display. We also attend the Midwinter FFA convention that's at the farm show. This year we had 2 Keystone degrees, and our 7 freshmen each got their jacket there. Mr. Hojanowski, special recognition to him. He got the National Service Citation from the National Association of Agricultural Educators. And also down there, we had the pleasure of Dr. Martell joining us, so I hope she had a good time and a good experience.
At the beginning of the year, we received 330 rainbow trout eggs with 2 tanks, one in which was from
The new connection we made this year that was very interesting is the Mansfield University Fisheries Program. We had Dr. Gregory Moyer come in and teach us a little bit about Pennsylvania's waterways, especially in regards to eels and trout, since we're raising them.
One of the fun events that we went to was the ACES, which is a state leadership conference with eminent jobs with state officers, which has dinner and
There's some more pictures from ACES. You can see we really like taking pictures. So the last week in February is designated as National FFA Week. So what we do here in the school is do some spirit days for everybody to dress up. We hold a teacher breakfast on the Friday, as well as a pep assembly that afternoon. And our school is one of the favorites here, I'm proud to say. And we also collect donations for the Ronald McDonald House. And here's some more pictures. The top is the teacher's breakfast. The bottom is that pep assembly. And this is another competition, agronomy. So this has to do with crops and managing them, as well as weeds and insects, fertilizers, pesticides. It's a little bit unique and quite challenging, actually.
these were all of the donations that we sent.
Right, public speaking. This is something that our chapter tends to do pretty good at. It's a favorite. We hold it right here at Canton, and there's creed speaking for the freshmen. We have prepared speeches, extemporaneous, which is where you go into a room and you know your topic. Well, you get your topic. You have half an hour to prepare a short speech on it. We also do employment skills, which is basically interviewing. And that's the extemporaneous speaking participants and our judges. We're very thankful for all the judges that we can gather together and that take time out of their day. And this is similar to ACES, SLC, which is the State Legislative Leadership Conference. And I said it's like ACES, but it's a little bit more on the political and governmental side of things. So we learn a lot about advocacy and running parliamentary procedure. And on the last day, we have a breakfast with all of our state legislators. Now, for the people that succeed in the public speaking and tractor driving, can go on to regionals. So there was 3 of us that made it this year: Tyler Engel, Lex Roberts, and myself. So in preparation for an event that we'll talk about shortly, we went to the farm of one of our members to learn a little bit about dairy judging and what they do on their farm.
Some of the people went to Canton.
So the seniors in FFA have to take the NACI because it's a CTE program. So one of the things we did this year to prepare for that was we had a veterinarian in. She taught us how to administer injections.
So in preparation for the marathon, we went to the property and identified trees and got
We have a lot of great people that help us with the marathon, and it takes a lot of time and studying. But this year we had 3 teams from Canton, and we got 1st, 5th, and 6th places out of the 7 teams. Our 1st place team will be going on to the Pennsylvania Marathon, the state level.
What's your team's name?
Bigfoot Assassins, number 12.
Bigfoot Assassins. I read that in the picture.
Some people went to the county dairy club, which was when they evaluated all the So the other day we had the 2024-2025 school year chapter election, where everybody got to decide what they were going to do.
Well, there's not much time left in this year, but there's a few events we're still looking forward to. We have a 4th grade field day next week, so we'll be teaching them a little bit about streams and the stuff you can find in them. We'll be releasing our eels and trout, and we'll have a 2nd kindergarten field trip, so we'll have to go back down there and teach them some more stuff. And Pennsylvania Marathon, we talked about that. And to kind of finish out the year, we have our chapter and county banquets. Then we have our state convention in June. I'll be attending that as a member of the nominating committee, which elects the new state officer team. And of course, I'd like to thank our whole community for supporting us. Certainly couldn't have gotten to where we are today without all of our great community members. Mr. Krause was one of them. I never got to meet him, but I know he was certainly a good asset for us back in the day. And we'd love any questions or comments.
Lucas, where are you going to school? What are you going to do?
I'm going to Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach, Florida for aerospace engineering.
Awesome.
I know it's not farming, but
Yeah.
It's still respectable.
Yeah. Can't farm through that.
We wanted to just thank you students for coming and sharing all this with us so that the board can see how active our FFA program really is. And just to take a moment, because this actually is Teacher Appreciation Week, and we happen to have a teacher right over here, Mr. Wojciechowski. So you want to take a minute and just tell us how much you appreciate Mr. Wojciechowski and all he does for the FFA and all the students in the community.
yeah, I mean, boy, there's a lot of things I could say, but that's too much. I'll drive by the school on like a weekend or some night. I see his truck parked out here. Like, Hojo, you're not getting paid for this. It's not school time, man. But I mean, he tried to come in school when maybe he shouldn't. He should be resting.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, he's done great things for us. He stays up at night worrying about the next competition, the next lesson plan. And very thankful.